Hello everyone, my name is Andrew Stone, and this is my proposal for the incorporation of human and natural habitats within the urban environment while mitigating the divide between the built and natural environments. To begin, we'll focus on the figurehead of vacancy and abandonment in Detroit, Michigan Central Station. Acting as a giant signpost for decay, the building sits devoid of nearly all life. To explore the mitigation of the divide between man and nature, parts of the interior of the building can be opened up to allow for nature, including migratory and terrestrial birds, to reside within. In addition, on the outermost wings of the building, human developments, including multifamily housing, can help to mitigate the divide as previously mentioned. This close proximity will allow city dwellers within Detroit to experience nature firsthand right outside their door. In addition, the interior spaces relegated to nature promote natural plant growth and shelter for numerous animals. Using this typology of close interrelationship between man and nature, we move into the neighborhoods of Corktown and North Corktown. Currently, much of the city infrastructure, including roads and sidewalks, remain unused and decaying. Because of this decay, a great deal of residential vacancy has transpired, allowing for the partial resurgence in natural plant and animal development within the area. To further promote this natural growth, the strategic removal of underutilized infrastructure will allow for further mitigation of the divide, as well as more habitat space for naturally occurring plant and animal species. To facilitate this infrastructural flip, I've looked at the predominant layout of the single-family homes in the area, which have a front door on a public street with a sidewalk, and a private drive in the rear to allow for access to garages. Envisioning a future where mass transit in the area is more prolific and the dependence on automobiles has diminished, the removal of many of these roadways can be undertaken, reserving streets running east and west for mass transit, similar to the mass transit system in place in Toronto, Ontario. This allows for additional green space to be used for farming and natural habitat development. The farming initiatives in the area can also help to mitigate any food sourcing issues experienced by residents of the area. The removal of the underutilized infrastructure can effectively create a small-scale green network of nature-based linkages around the city. Finally, looking at a more regional scale, we look at the interstate freeway system, specifically looking at the way that I-75 has created a physical rift between Corktown and North Corktown. To help mitigate this divide, the covering of the freeway by a land bridge can help to mitigate the physical and perceived divides between the two areas. In addition, the infrastructure of the bridge can allow for the further development of natural habitat space within the area. Looking at Detroit from a regional perspective, the numerous underground freeways could effectively create a large-scale green network of nature-based linkages that connect disparate pockets of population density, including the areas of Dearborn, Southfield, Royal Oak, Ferndale, Troy, and Grosse Pointe. Thanks for listening.